friends, it has been a month since I got this shaggy mullet by the amazing Jayne Matthews from Edo Salon. And this is sort of how it's grown out. This is really doing nothing to it at the moment. In this video, I am going to show you some of the ways that I have been styling it and having fun with it. And I'm going to take you through like my whole routine of washing it and styling it after that as I get ready to go out. Welcome to the Dress Up Mom. If you're already a subscriber, thank you and I love you. If you haven't subscribed, please do and tap the bell for notifications. This is day 3 or 4 without washing it, and this is how it looks right when I wake up out of bed. I haven't done anything to it. It kind of just gets all nice and smushed up. Sometimes it's a little higher up when I wake up. What I will do sometimes, this has just plain water, tap water in it. And because I have a little bit of curl in my hair, I'll just kind of spray it a little bit with water just to give it just a little bit of moisture so it might curl up tiny bit. And then I just sort of play around with it, get it how I like it, and usually just kind of go about my day not doing a whole lot more than something like this. Today is washing day, but before I do that, I thought I would just show you some of the fun ways that I could actually extend my hair a whole nother day and not wash it. I used a little bit of this Undressed from Hairstory just to put a little bit more lift here in the bangs and then a couple little pigtails. Super easy to do a messy updo. Here's the front and then the back. The super easy and always fun turban headband. Here I use the hair balm to completely kind of slick it down, make it so I don't even really have bangs. I parted it, moved all of this sort of behind my ears to give it like a whole different look. And of course, if I wanted to, I could just easily kind of put this up in some sort of a little bun type of an updo and have a completely different look. So versatile, right? And finally, if worse comes to worse, I can always throw on one of my fun hats and either have some of the hair kind of showing from it or just tuck sort of everything in under it. I'm going out tonight, so I think I am gonna wash it, and I'll show you my routine for that and the way that I style it normally on day 1. To clean my hair, I use New Wash by Hairstory. I normally use this original version most of the time, but once a month I'll use the Rich just to get some extra hydration in there. It's a little trick that Jayne taught me. If you're not using New Wash and you like to let your hair dry naturally, you're really doing yourself a disservice. This stuff is great. Everybody that I've turned it on to just loves it. You really literally can't go back to regular shampoo and conditioner. At least I don't think I could. Since it's been about a month, today I am gonna use the Rich version of New Wash. So I'm gonna go do that. Alrighty, I am freshly out of the shower and using that New Wash, my hair just feels so nourished. My whole scalp feels great and clean and moisturized. Oh, I just love the stuff. So here it is, I haven't done anything to it, just towel dried it a little bit. I use 2 products from Cult and King just to sort of set my hair after I wash it every time. The first one is their tonic, and I really love this stuff. So I just spray it kind of everywhere in my hair, all around the backs, the bottom, scalp, and here. And, you know, massage it in, rub it in really, really good. It sort of neutralizes and gets the pH balance right, I think. But I also really like how it gives a tiny bit of grit and has this really sort of earthy, cool smell. And then I use the Cult & King Jelly, which has some salt in it, but also is a little bit grittier too. I don't know if you can see this. It's not really a spray as much as this jelly. I use about this much, rub it into my hands, and then I also kind of put this, especially in the crown part of my hair, again to give it just that little bit of salt and grit. And then what I do is I take and just sort of place it, massage it a little bit, do what I want with these little bits here, take the pieces here and scrunch them a little bit. I like to push it all sort of down here like this first, and then do Jayne's little tricks. Now the key is just to not touch it and let it set and let it dry for a bit. While I'm waiting for it to dry, I wanted to tell you one other thing, and another reason that I love wearing my hair sort of naturally. I am a very devoted yogini, and I love a hot yoga practice. I'm pretty much addicted to it. I wanted to show you, this is how I look and my hair looks after one of these classes, and I do this probably 3 or 4 times a week. It is a full-on sweat, and my hair is just drenched. Now, as I told you, I only wash my hair a couple times a week. So what happens is when I get home from this, I do a little bit of scrunching, styling. It's kind of wet and grittier here with some now sweat and everything into it. And it dries like this, and I can pretty much go about my day without doing a whole lot more. I'm also really lucky because when I went and got this cut, Jayne did a little video for me on how to style it. I'm gonna play that for you here because I'm gonna be using this technique when I come back with the final product. But I watch this a lot just to kind of remind myself how she styled it so I can get it kind of close. All right, I've got some makeup on, I got dressed, but I have not touched my hair since I put those 2 products on and let it just sort of set. It's pretty much dry, a little bit damp still. I find at this point it's perfect to use the hair balm on it. So I put a good amount, like around this amount, and then I just kind of rub it in my hands. And then I do what Jayne was doing. I just put it all around here, here, pretty much everywhere. It is still wet, so let's do this. And then this is when I really kind of play around with it, massage it a lot more, because now it's super moisturized with this balm, kind of like a little lotion. Get it in really good. And this is where I'm going to end up just really taking some time and getting it to where I like it, so it can just completely dry this way and stay in this frame. This is where I can also do little pieces, kind of piece it out a little bit and have some fun with this stuff. Sometimes I'll put a little bit more of this hair balm on when it's completely dry. A little fluffier once it dries, but it's pretty much there, and I hope you can see it was incredibly easy. I also really like how this haircut looks with my bigger dangly earrings and with my 2 vintage eyeglasses that I've been wearing lately. I don't think I've ever gotten more compliments on a haircut than this one. Random people I don't know at all stop me and look at my hair and talk about my hair, want to ask me questions about my hair. A couple have even known that it is a Jayne cut, which is so crazy. And then I got the highest compliment from my 2 adult children because we were just on a little staycation, and they told me that my hair looked great throughout, even just waking up out of bed. So really, really happy with this. I have had so much fun with this haircut the first month. It's super easy, as you can see, and versatile, and I think it's gonna be so much fun watching this grow out and playing with it as it does. Are you having some fun styling either a mullet or a shag or a shaggy mullet? Please leave that in the comments below. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Until next time, have fun and dress it up a little.